Hi Libra, and welcome to the Tarot Writer. I'm going to do your monthly reading for the month of August. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. I'm almost there. So if you like my videos, this one or any of my other videos, and you care to join me in the future, please subscribe to my channel. It'd be great to have you. Okay, so for the month of August, Libra, your quote of the month is, "The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain." And this is by the lovely one and only Dolly Parton. All right, so if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. You got to deal with the sadness, deal with the, not so nice days in order to get to the beautiful, bright ones. Okay, Libra, let's see what we have for you today for the month of August. Thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate all the support I've been given. Okay, Libra, what do we have for you? Okay, so first card out, Three of Wands. I always like the Three of Wands because it speaks of optimism, looking out there, maybe looking towards your rainbow. What do you see out there when you look, when you visualize and you look at those boats coming in? What is coming back to you? The Three of Wands is all about having already put in some initial work, and now we're going to see what comes back to you. Okay, we have Three of Cups. I'm just going to get one more card out so we know what we're working with here, so I can see your story a little better. Great. Well, this is a beautiful beginning to our reading right here, Libra. So, and I see on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So there is some kind of abundance that you're working toward. It's setting your sights on the future and having this fulfillment and growth through creativity. Whatever work you're putting in, Libra, whether it's with a relationship or work-wise or any kind of capacity that you feel like you've been putting in the effort, it's for a place of joy that you're looking to come into your life, starting over again from scratch. This is a wish fulfillment card. Whenever I see the star come up, I see it as, here are your guides, as the stars right here. If you believe in angels or spirits or just kind of like an energy, that there's something really powerful and potent working with you, trying to help guide you to something that you've been waiting for. And it's going to bring you a lot of prosperity and joy, maybe with friends and family. But these three cards right here really speak to the truth of something coming up, something being created and working in your favor. And I really do see that also with the King of Pentacles, where there's this just abundance coming in. So if something didn't work in your past, be it that rain Dolly Parton was talking about, well, now you're waiting for your rainbow. You're waiting for your rainbow to come up and all those colors to shine above. Okay, because it looks like we also have the Tower here. So something in the past, this could be a past situation with the Tower, and maybe that's why you're turning your back to something, that something came down that was no longer, I don't want to say needed in your life, but it was time for it to fall. It's time for it to come crashing down because new growth wants to come in. And new growth being joy, love, happiness, that whatever this tower was served its purpose for a certain amount of time, and you had your experiences, and now I feel like you're ready to move on. So funny how sometimes the quotes really match the story. So, okay, let's see what we have for the heart of the reading. This is your middle card. This will tell me, okay, so we want to let go. Right now, as your middle card, we have the Four of Pentacles. Let go of whatever this is in your life, that tower that came crashing down, maybe caused quite a stir in your life, an upset, disaster even, that might have been hard to move on from, but you have this beautiful new beginning, and it's about releasing that. Don't hide behind that which no longer is any kind of security to you, because it's already fell or it's falling. Let the pieces fall, because you're on the upswing right now with these 3 cups. And believe and trust in these 3 cups. You know, with the star here, it does talk about vulnerability. And I think that's why you feel so guarded, because there's this nakedness or exposure that you want to hide behind. Whatever discomfort or challenge this is in your life, let it fall, because what's coming in, what's new, and what you're actually have your sights set on, that's what you should go to. So don't have this full sense of security. You know, don't think that, you know, this is it for you. The 4 of Pentacles does talk a little bit about greed, but right here I really see that you're just almost hiding behind something in order to feel secure and safe. But the safety of the tower that's falling, you want to move away from that and trust in your ability to go in a new direction. And this new direction is the Wheel of Fortune. The times are changing. What's in the past is in the past, and that wheel is turning over into progress. And that's why it's so important for you to let go of these pentacles here. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the 10 of Swords. With the 4 of Pentacles, I always see that middle pentacle right there, almost like that person needs to crank it in order to release whatever emotional supply is kind of trapped within you. And that supply needs to burst in order for you to, like a rush of new energy, to move up. So these cards are really interesting in that there's progress that's trying to happen. That rainbow is trying to come out. Let it rain down. Release all that energy and let it come down. Let it rain down. The Wheel of Fortune can bring with you, or with it, so many possibilities, so much good fortune and happiness. But, you know, being stuck in the past doesn't let that happen. We also have the King of Wands here, okay? So there could be a King of Wands person in your life, maybe that you had to deal with as this tower comes down. It can be fire energy, doesn't have to be. But here you are coming out, Libra, as the Queen of Swords. And as you sit back to back, I think maybe this is a relationship that needs to be let go of. We also have the King of Swords underneath the deck. So it's like double Libra energy or air energy there. As you sit with your back to the King of Wands, it's this letting go of this relationship that maybe didn't progress in the way that you thought it would. That it's now time to move on. This is the time. As the Wheel of Fortune, it even looks like a clock. It's let that come down. The King of Wands could have just been somebody in your life who wasn't willing to meet you halfway, didn't want to listen. The King of Wands can sometimes be that kind of a person who, is very energized just to do things their own way, and maybe just didn't meet you halfway or something. And Queen of Swords is the Queen of Sorrow. She's learning from her experiences, and she's very clear on what she wants and what she needs. And I think you're getting there as well. We also have the King of Cups here. So you could be, moving into some kind of relationship or something with a King of Cups person. This is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, somebody who's a little bit more balanced and perhaps giving more to who you are and what you need. Maybe it'll give you, he or she might give you that emotional security, that emotional love. that you may need. But I don't know, maybe you don't want it. Maybe you're kind of happy where you're at, moving on from both these characters. Maybe you're just ready to, because look, they're both kind of looking off in different directions. So if you are here, let's just say as the Queen of Swords, you're just seeing clear. I think you're moving on and you're creating new things in your life, even if it's just like going out with friends and kind of picking up where you left off before all this. At the bottom of the new deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So I think there was some like sneaky shadiness going on and you're just not having it anymore. I think it's just really a good time to focus on your own needs. So why do we have this Three of Wands right here? Why is the Three of Wands here? And we have the Five of Swords. So there's a feeling of defeat with this card. And I think that's why you're turning your back, because it's like it's a losing battle. Like you can't win with this person. Maybe you can't win with this King of Wands. That even no matter what argument you have, how much you try to make yourself clear, there's always this feeling of like you always have to turn away and say, okay, fine, I guess you win. So I really see that that's why you've turned your back. It's almost like giving up, learning from your experiences and having to set your sights on something just more nurturing to who you are and who you need and what your needs. Why are the Three of Cups here? Why do we have the Three of Cups? And then we have the, looks like the Page of Wands. This is a new deck, but Page of Wands. So something new, spontaneous. You're moving forward with how maybe even you communicate with people, with friends, telling them what you've been through, where you've gone. Maybe some of you disappeared for a while and now you want to kind of rejoin your tribe, your friends, your family, and say, you know, this is what's been going on with me. And you might want to send little messages of love, of, you know, even maybe apologies. I know this isn't necessarily a card of an apology per se, but it's communication. And, but if it's not that, it's just kind of moving on to progress. You're ready for something different, as symbolized by the wand right there. And like we were just saying, like the time, this is the time to kind of let go, move on, take these new adventures, things that really fulfill your heart and allow you to be who you are, and experience new things that allow for growth and development as your own person. What do we have here for the Star? Why the Star card? Card of Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius as well. Or this could be you. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is creativity and being focused on whatever you want to come into your life. It is going to take some work though. This, as I said, is a wish fulfillment card. You're being guided by angels, or, just the energy of the universe is working for you, or with you, I should say, not for you, but with you. And you have this ever flowing, water, which is growth and creativity, but you're going to have to work on it. It's not just going to come to you. It's continuing to focus and creating what it is in your life that you want. Especially with the Three of Wands here, it's constantly getting up every day and doing what you need to do in order to have that forward growth. And that this could be like an internal or an external kind of energy. Like it could be you're working on your self-improvement, self-love, or it could actually be like some work related things, maybe you're creating art or something, music. But I think that's where you have to put your focus, and not on this other situation of the Tower coming down. Why do we have this Tower coming down? And it looks like there is some clarity. could have found out about something. There was like this aha moment, and that just kind of struck this tower and made it come down. With the I think with the Ace of Swords on top of the tower, this also tells me like in the past, there was a lot of confusion maybe surrounding this person or that person. It's upright now. I like to read uprights, but I also have to look at the other side where there was once possibly confusion, which says a lot with this Five of Swords, that, you know, you weren't being listened to. And now you see the truth of the relationship. You know, you always thought maybe this person had your back, was working with you, being fair, but then maybe there's this finally this realization that this isn't a fair relationship, and you've been holding on to something for too long that just wasn't really serving you. But why do we have this Four of Pentacles here for Libra? What is this about? What is this Four of Pentacles? And we have the Strength card. So this is really important. So you are being asked to use your courage to let go what this is. A lot of self-love and nurturing in order to move forward. And you can do this because you have the strength. It's within you already. It's just this fear of not wanting to let either this person go, the situation. Maybe you're still being pulled in by all that pain and you're just kind of hiding behind it. But the Strength card here is guiding you to see beyond all that. Know that you deserve more, or that you care for yourself so much that you don't want to hold on to this pain. It's time to let it go. But be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Listen to yourself. That this isn't a time to just kind of beat yourself up and say, oh, I was such a jerk for trusting this person. That's not it at all. It's really about trusting yourself to love yourself and move forward. We have the Page of Swords here on top of the Wheel of Fortune. So just like we have the Page of Wands here, oops, sorry, on top of the Three of Cups, with the Page of Swords, this is just this enlightenment of, or inspiration to move forward, see things from a new perspective. And once you have that courage in order to release something, I think you're going to feel that you have this new perspective, and you're going to have this moment of like enlightenment, which is already over here, but to move forward and to move onward into whatever journey you want to start. This is just having like this, just inspiration. You're learning to how to progress forward, not to keep things buried so much inside of you, to, you know, raise that sword up. That's your truth. That's your knowledge. And I think it's just moving forward with a new perspective. Let's see what this King of Wands is all about. Why is this King of Wands here? We have the Queen of Wands as well. Okay, so maybe there is another party involved. There's a lot of fire energy here, so let's see what else comes out on that. I'm curious. Ooh. Okay, so we also have the Three of Swords. So there could have been involvement with somebody else, you know, with the Queen of Wands there and the King of Swords. You know, somebody playing around. There's a lot of shadiness. The tower is coming down. So there's a lot of pain involved in this situation. You know, with the swords now, this Page of Swords, this could be somebody wanting to communicate with you, but at this point, what is the point? You know, it's time to move on. which we see with the Queen of Swords. It's just time to move on. I wouldn't even, put any attention on this person anymore. It's just time to move on. They might want to communicate and, oh, I'm so sorry or whatever, but you've already had your sword of truth. You already understand the whole situation. Why even talk about it? Why do we have the Queen of Swords here? Why do we have the Queen of Swords? And then we have Justice right here. So you've made your decision. You've made your decision. I think you've learned from the past. You're moving on. You're moving right into that rainbow. She is fair and she is just. And I think you got played. I think you got played and you see it, and it's time to move forward. And you don't even need to give this person any attention. It's just, okay, I got you. I see what this is all about. And that's it. Why do we have the King of Cups here? What is this King of Cups all about? Why do we have the King of Cups here? And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So we have almost all the pages on the board, which tells me that there might be a lot of communication coming in for you. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So it's possible that somebody else may want to start something up with you again. Sure, new beginning, and it can be very passionate. Coming in as little messages to you. Let me get another card on that King of Cups. I think you're trying to strike a balance maybe between these two people. This one really hurt you. This one maybe wants to come back. This is like a soap opera. And then we have the Hangman. So this could be a Piscean energy. But they're kind of hanging out, waiting for you, waiting to see if you come to them. But they know you're upset. They know you've gone through a lot. We have the Three of Cups knocked over, the Three of Swords right here. But you do have two cups on the other side of you. And this could be represented by the King of Cups. Like maybe there is somebody else who wants to, show you their love. They want to treat you the way you want to be treated. But I think you're going to be very judicial. You are going to use your, mind over your heart. You're not going to just give your heart away anymore. So I have this one more card for you. It's from my Wicca deck. This is going to tell you your energy for the month, or advice, wisdom. What does Libra need to hear? What does Libra need to hear for the month of Augusto? What does Libra need to hear? One more shuffle. We have the Sword. So this is you again. Sword energy, and it says aspiration down there. Aspiration. Okay, so let me read from the book 38. I'll hold this up so you can see it as I read. Sword indicates the need to stretch yourself and your ideas beyond the realms of your hopes and fears. That's like the Four of Pentacles. Beyond the realms of your hopes and fears. Letting Sword cut through the veils that divide your perceptions will bring forth great truths about the path you should now consider taking. You can choose to cut through confusion with the Sword of Silence, for example, or cut through frustration with the Sword of Patience and see what happens. Be aware of how you are using your tongue in communication with others, and guard yourself against gossip or intrigue. Hold your own truth and be honest. Always aspire to your greatest good. And that's why I kind of said, I don't think you're really going to be talking to this person who may want to come back and say, something like, hey, you don't really get it. You don't understand. Let's talk about this. You already have your Sword of Truth. You're cutting through all the BS. You see what you need to see, and just don't hold yourself back, because you're heading for that rainbow. You're going for something so much better than whatever this is keeping you in lockdown. So, release it all, and you're going to have beautiful things that come into your life. once you get beyond the, limitations of your own like hopes and fears, as the book says. So good luck. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.